Third topic today, I want to talk some quick football. The Big Ten West is the worst division in college football, in my opinion, in the major conferences. And I want to just get your thoughts on this. The Big Ten's going to be blown up soon, which is lovely. It's much needed. But in the meantime, this is the final year we get of the mess that is the Big Ten West. We got Matt Rhule coming in, promising big things, and now he's 0-2. We got Purdue with a first-year head coach that they stole from Illinois, losing in week 1, a game that, quite frankly, I don't think they should have lost, and then bouncing back and going into Blacksburg and beating Virginia Tech. Northwestern was horrendous against Rutgers. They stomped UTEP. They were an underdog at home against UTEP. They stomped them. Iowa won the rivalry game with Cade McNamara on the road against Iowa State, who had a bunch of gambling issues. Minnesota is taking care of business, but again, it's PJ Fleck in Minnesota. I don't know how seriously we're allowed to take them. And then Wisconsin with Luke Fickell looked good week 1, looked bad on the road against Washington State. They trailed the whole game and lost. So is anybody good in this division? Can anybody make this interesting against any of the big boys in the Big Ten East?
No, not even going to fake like they can. They just can't. They really just can't. And it's not their fault. They just aren't that good. And I don't understand. And this is the one thing. I guess you can call this backseat driving. I don't know what the term technically is for it, or Monday morning quarterback, outside looking in guy, whatever catchphrase you want to use. Is it that hard to just switch some teams between divisions? What changes if you do that? Just scheduling? Why is the Big Ten just allowing this to go on? Because they know it's going to change when the conference adds some people next. Is there going to be shuffling of teams when we add these teams next year?
I think they have to. I think they know.
Is it technically geographical?
It was technically geographical, but I think they know they have to change it, and they will. Also, I swear this wasn't intentional. I was just going off what Google said. The one team I forgot was Illinois. Illinois beat Toledo at home week 1, went on the road and lost to Jalen Daniels in Kansas, but they were down 30. They made it interesting late. So I don't know what to make of any of this. I know that Brett Bielema has me blocked on Twitter, which is a huge missed opportunity. Really? Huge missed opportunity, because he could have been Daddy Brett, and we could have had Daddy Brad and Daddy Brett, but
he chose
Brett said no to being my daddy, which is really sad.
And look where that has him.
Do you think, who do you think wins this division? If you don't think anybody is actually good and could compete, who do you think are the teams that could win this division at least? Because I was gassing up Illinois in the offseason. I'll say that. Bullshit.
I think given history and how things go, I think Purdue actually does find a way to win it again.
Okay. I think I have
we get Hudson Card versus JJ McCarthy in the Big Ten championship game, and Iowa had disgusting funds on Hudson Card.
You're gonna lose.
I promise you.
I have 4 contenders. This might have to be a running trope where we delete one contender every couple weeks from this, but currently I have 4 Big Ten West contenders. The 4th one is Illinois, and I don't know what it is, but I still think they could be a good football team.
I thought I had so much excitement for their defense coming into the season, and they can't stop a soul.
Yeah, I really thought that they were going to be the best defense in this division, and Luke Altmaier was going to be a guy. Luke Altmaier hasn't looked like a guy yet. He had the big touchdown run this week that looked like the most casual touchdown run in college football history. But I think they figure this out, at least enough when they get into Big Ten play and they're familiar with teams. I trust Brett Bielema to go beat PJ Fleck and Matt Rhule and at least the bottom half of this division. So I'm not ruling them out. And honestly, being down 30 and then going on a 16-0 run against Kansas late actually means something to me. They could have quit on the season, thrown in the towel. Instead, 16-0 run. They have a heartbeat and a pulse right now. We'll see what happens. So Illinois 4, I'm going Purdue 3. I don't trust Purdue, even though they went into Blacksburg and got that win. Hudson Card seems like he's going to throw 3 interceptions a game, even on his good games. He's just a throw it up and see what happens guy. And I don't trust anything outside of him and Maccabee on this Purdue team. Maccabee's nice though. Highly advised betting Maccabee anytime touchdown.
Does I feel like you're not factoring in Hudson Card eye test.
I like Hudson Card eye test. That's my problem. I've been duped. I've been duped by Hudson Card already. And I don't trust Ryan Walters. I know he's the Illinois guy, and that was a pretty big hire at the time for Purdue. I don't trust him. I don't like what I've seen thus far. And I know it's weird to say after going into Blacksburg, but Purdue really let me down week 1. Like they looked really messy in week 1. My second place contender is Wisconsin. I think Washington State's actually good. And I don't ding them for going on the road and losing to Washington State. It's a top 25 team in the sport right now. So they'll be fine. And the team I think wins this division and makes the most interesting championship matchup in recent memory, the Iowa Hawkeyes and Cade McNamara.
Why would that be so interesting?
KJJ.
Oh yeah. Oh, I wouldn't. Oh, I guess I'm a little numb to that now because everyone that's been commenting, calling me names on our video when we talked about Cade and JJ.
That's true. That would be a fun final. That's all I'm saying. And I think Iowa actually is good. Like Cade is competent, and that's all I think they needed with the elite defense to make something shake. We'll see what happens. All right, Big Ten West update. Looking forward to that throughout the season. We love talking about gross.
Can we actually please keep that in like for the rest of the season? Just the Big Ten West segment.
Yeah, let's do a quick check in with the Big Ten West.